a few little fish
ngapa
and a couple of pieces of bread,
Changreu
and
timitusia.
many people fed. Now, in the New Testament, the four Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, they are trying to prove who Jesus is. And sometimes they will write down some of the miracles, not just because they were miracles, but to prove who he really is. So in John chapter 6, after Jesus did the miracle, one of the things that Jesus said was, I am the bread of life. What did he mean back in that day? Anyone? If you were in that crowd and you heard someone say, I am the bread of life, what would you think?
They say we'd love to hear about that.
Yeah, but Jesus, he...
Second, we might not believe that. Have no
right,
idea about that.
Right. But the Jewish people, they would have known what he meant. He meant something. For us to correctly read the Bible, you and me, we have to be like detectives. Have you ever seen a movie where there's a crime or a murder? The police and the detectives, they come in and they try to write down what could have happened. Why is there blood here? Why is there a bullet here? They try to find out as much as they can about the background so that they can come to a conclusion. That is how we study the Bible. We have to go back 2,000 years ago. And we have to try and be like a detective and find out what was going on. The words, I am the bread of life, mean something to us today, but back in those days it meant something very different. The people knew what Jesus meant. He was talking about the manna in the wilderness for 40 years. God did a miracle when he sent this heavenly manna, this heavenly bread. That's why Jesus, not only did he say, I am the bread of life, but he said, I am the true bread that comes down from heaven. Now listen to what the people said. They said in verse 14 of John 6, then those men, when they had seen the miracle that Jesus did, said, this is of a truth that prophet that should come into the world.
It's the voice Ukraine came out to not sang tak kasiti asim mi people pakate he ama tak isi nunak sang tak aradi media kan prophet bolim tulung sang anak simrero bicho ama ro ri si nunak sang tak le prophet tak patien ar pating mi cho city piang te mi people an te an jodan mi an tong sok mi si.
What prophet were they talking about?
An simi ka prophet an timi yang mi sen simrero na.
They said, this is the prophet.
Ama ro ri Bible arading media kan upasan lai patien kam che mi city piang te na zaten an te mi.
But what prophet were they talking about?
Yang si prophet an tiri mi yang.
Anyone? Anyone know the answer?
Malam the prophet means who foretell future.
Yeah, but they said he is the prophet that should come into the world.
Senan prophet katlang pinchen malam tuan sim janan.
They
Jews polen sim itu ama long he ama ara lighting prophet dia rak sim jami anti mi kaziang sen sim dusan.
Who were they waiting for?
So siya nang kakring mi kazo si
Messiah.
Sale free who would free them.
Someone who would free them. And someone who would do miracles.
And by Israel for Jews barang kakring mi prophet di mi Messiah arading it luat nak petu arading dia and the people are nak tan sam ring mi lai pa di surah mi.
Deuteronomy chapter 18 verse 18.
Dan pek sam nak bung hai riat cha te na liang sim di le.
Moses said this.
Moses is young sim di le.
The Lord will raise up for you one like me.
Moses in Jews pon arak sim sia mi chu pachian in nan ne na ke ma be rundam tu pakat arak lau tha di arak sim sia mi.
Moses did all the miracles in Egypt.
Moses in til maktam pi do Egypt ram sin luan na ka sala luan na ka kwai sok tu Moses kwai tu si.
Of course it was the Lord.
Itu mi pachian pek mi su go.
But Moses was the man. He was the prophet.
Moses minung men is prophet men si.
And so this was the one like Moses.
Messiah Jesus Christ later ratika Moses bekin taksai luan na petu Moses bekin.
And that's what they said. This is the prophet who should come into the world.
Sina ama ara lighting ti Moses karaksin tiam titung hun san laya tina rakam tiami arating bi Messiah prophet ka asi ti ka di people in antawan.
So you need to read the New Testament
Tutung tan Bible na siya tika
through the eyes of the Old Testament.
Tutung hun sani mit tuan tu paris at sakit narung keng mi si ti ka nan hu tiam Bible nan siya ken ni.
Like a detective studying the New Testament.
Tuna chaulan ni pangrin tutung tan ka study tu ahiak lai le ro ja.
The best information is found in the Old Testament. You will get all the answers in the Old Testament. So Jesus is the one like Moses. He's the miracle maker. And he's not just the natural bread, he's the heavenly bread. And like the little pieces of bread that can feed many, he can feed all of us. Whether you're a Jew or a Gentile, male, even female. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
So let's go and have a look at the church.
Cảm ơn hệ tôi tòng thà còn phần thệ gần tục khăn Giêsu nít lòng trong nghe mi thông rồi đọc lòng là con khác si thì sẽ tôi in chung con vẫn lụt liêu biakan chung chu se